Perhaps you know that besides my role as a pastor and a blogger and a disability advocate and a sometime apologist, I'm also a chaplain in the Canadian Armed Forces in the reserves. And so I have a great love for the military, especially the Canadian military, and appreciate the heritage that we have. And some of that heritage goes back quite a ways, but some of it is more recent. And I wanted to promote a book that I recently read, which is called Outstanding in the Field. And it is a memoir by Sandra Perron, who was the first female infantry officer in the Canadian Armed Forces. And this was in the 1990s. At the time this was going on, I was just finishing university. And I had no idea at the time what was going on or how difficult it would be. And so before this, there had been some women in the military, but they were limited to certain areas and not allowed in combat arms. And the author here really felt passionate about joining the infantry, and so she did. And her goal was to become indeed the first female officer in the infantry, and she ended up joining the famous Van Duys. The Van Duys, by the way, are not a Dutch regiment. It's French for 22 because they're the 22nd Regiment. And she went through a very, very difficult time. There was a lot of people who tried to sabotage her career. And it's just really heartbreaking to hear what they did to her. And yet she continued to go on, and she did 2 tours in the former Yugoslavia and really accomplished so much. And I really, really appreciated this book. I strongly encourage, even if you're someone who does not believe that women belong in the infantry or in combat arms, I still would recommend that you read this book to get a sense from a woman's perspective. Now, as someone who is in the Canadian Armed Forces at the moment, I know women who are in the infantry, and their experience is not quite what we find in this book, because a lot has happened. She was really a pioneer, and she paved the way for so many who came after her. But I know also at the same time that a lot of women struggle, and not struggle because they're not able to be good soldiers, but because there are men who put obstacles up to prevent them from succeeding. And there's, of course, plenty of sexual harassment and sexual abuse that takes place as well. And so this book is very much an eye-opener to where things have been, and also a reminder of what we need to do in the present to make sure that women have the opportunities that they need, and that they have a safe environment, as safe as the military can be, for them to succeed in their career. So I am going to leave a link to this book. It's an Amazon affiliate link, and if you want to get that, click on that, and that would be much appreciated. And before I let you go, speaking of military history, I just happen to have a podcast called The Second World War, and I'm going to leave a link in the show notes for that podcast as well. So if you're interested in a little bit of older military history, then I would encourage you to check that out. Thank you for watching, and God bless.